Hi everyone, and welcome back to night 99 or night 2. I don't know. It's 99 days until Halloween 2024. Today I'm going to be watching Beetlejuice. I'm going to be hanging out, chatting with y'all. I'm going to be working on my cat haunted mansion sitch. We'll chit chat. If you want to watch Beetlejuice with me, you can. If you have Prime Video, love this movie. Excited to see what they do with the new Beetlejuice coming out soon. And if you notice a bunch of stains on my shirt, you don't, because they're definitely not there, because I definitely did not eat a sub for lunch and make this entire mess on me. So, I can't decide, do we want this light or not? Like, it's much brighter, but it does kind of get in the way of me watching this. Let's see. That's better, right? Okay. So I'm going to be turning on Beetlejuice. Like I said, it's on Prime Video. Now, Beetlejuice, the show, is also on Prime Video, but you do have to pay additional for it. I have my 3 mandatory ADHD drinks. I have my Hocus Pocus Crystal Light hydration. I have a sparkly water thing, and then I have some jasmine citrus tea in my very cool Beetlejuice mug. So while I'm letting that steep, I'm just gonna let that simmer and soak in there. And I also have some Dunkaroos because I'm an adult. Okay? And if you're like, are those chocolate or vanilla? If you need to ask, I don't know if we can be friends, because to me there's only ever been vanilla. So, oh, I guess I clicked into it already. So I'm going to start my little process of getting this set up. If you're wondering what I was doing before this, you probably weren't, because nobody cares. I was working on my collar that so I'm working on a collar, and I wanted to make a martingale collar because I really like that style. And so I started making it. The rotary punch that I have is garbage. It's so bad. So it doesn't punch holes well, so I've had to like dig out all of the holes. And like go in with my like craft knife, like my X-Acto dupe, and like manually dig out all those holes. So I spent like 2 hours just trying to put like probably a total of like 8 holes into what would eventually be a collar, I had hoped. And then I realized I had not been paying attention well enough and had done the pattern wrong. Now, I have been using, so like, because when I started and they're like, oh, you're gonna be making dog collar, you can use this belt leather. The belt leather is super thick, like, I forget the exact measurement, but it's very thick leather. And so I think that's part of the reason why my rotary punch won't punch through it. It's just so thick. So it's a really, like, I need to buy like some hide like yesterday so that I can make like much thinner. Like I like thicker, like sturdier collars, but like punching through them makes me want to just like, I can't do it. I can't. And I don't have any of those like punch stamps right now, which I really need to get, but I need to move and do all that stuff beforehand. If you did get a chance to watch my my video on selling a lot of yarn and things that I have around the house to help my move and downsizing. Some things are gone. I updated the description for what is available still. So if you are interested in that, just in what's left, just I don't know why this didn't automatically connect. That's pretty weird, but oogie dookie. Okay, so if you didn't catch last night's live, I am working on a kind of mat that will be like a kitten play mat for my cat to it's kind of an expansion of the catnip graveyard I made him a couple years ago with the loop stitch, except I'm double stranding. I'm using different yarn, and I'm using one solid color yarn and then one self-striping yarn. So it's a bunch of different variations of green. I'm super excited. Okay, so this green is like about to bite the dust, and it's giving up the ghost a little bit. At the end of the skein, about halfway through, I have a whole nother skein of the same color. Beetlejuice. Watching Beetlejuice. You can watch it with me, or you can just hang out, or you can do whatever you want. I mean, it's really up to you. I'm gonna try to watch a Halloweeny movie a night because I can. There are going to be some nights I obviously miss due to the move and just me getting distracted by like anything in my life, because I can get distracted by anything, and I do mean anything. So hopefully we can keep this up and watch a lot of good movies this fall. It's crazy to talk about this fall when we're in July, but that's just how 100 Nights to Halloween works, right? We start in July. Hey, Nifty, welcome in. I'm watching Beetlejuice tonight. I have some tea brewing in my Beetlejuice mug. It is jasmine citrus. It's probably a little too hot for me right now. It's not too bad, actually. Could steep longer, though. I like my tea pretty strong. So this is going to be a mat for, so a while ago, a couple years ago, I made a catnip cemetery where I used the loop stitch to make like a grass look for these headstones that I made, and they attach with and I'm just gonna hold them there. They attach with Velcro at the bottom, and they have catnip and polyfill in them. And my cat goes nuts for this toy because this is one of the only toys that his brother has absolutely no interest in. So he gets to play with it a lot. So I was like, you know what? If I like, because I always want to make him something, but he just doesn't. He just doesn't have a lot of like interest in the toys that like he might have interest, but his brother always kind of comes in and gets in the way. Um, so so this is something that he can play with by himself, and uh, and so I'm making a huge like haunted mansion playmat that will accompany the graveyard. Gina Davis is so gorgeous. I love Beetlejuice. I'm watching it on Prime Video. If you have it and you want to watch with me. She's so gorgeous and just like statuesque. She aged very beautifully. I love like Lydia's diary, and we're not nearly close to that point yet. Dear diary, I am so sad. I'm so alone. That's like such like emo like goth me. Like when I was that age. Oh my gosh, tortured soul is one. I am utterly alone. My tattoo's so itchy. I want to scratch it so bad. Sometimes, like, I absent-mindedly scratch it, and I'm like, damn it. But I'm gonna have to get it retouched anyways, which is gonna suck because then it's gonna be itchy all over again. Oh, that's awesome. Do you like Halloween? I kind of, I know some people don't celebrate. I know people who like halfway to Halloween or like 100 nights away from Halloween, they start celebrating. Um, I know some people like wait till like October. Everybody's different. Like my wife and I, like I'm end of October. She's beginning of November. So like we both really love Halloween, but she is like you can't start decorating the house until uh, like the beginning of September. Whereas I'm like, what if we just had things around the house all year round? Because the thing is, like, a lot of my Halloween stuff is just like my like normal spooky stuff, so I can't like really, um, so it doesn't like really distinguish from like my normal design choices would be kind of in that vibe, in that kind of gothy alt vibe. So it's not really Halloween to me. But I do really like Halloween. I really want to do costumes, and I'm hoping to do two themes for Halloween this uh, this year. I want to do a Gravity Falls theme, which wanted to start my jack-o'-melon, my light up jack-o'-melon, but the pattern was just giving me problems. So we'll get to that eventually. Um, and then I'll probably do like a Gravity Falls marathon where yes, hey China. Yes, Beetlejuice is so fun. And such an iconic movie and cast and just everything. Really hope that the next one is as fun. It's a lot of hype to live up to. Um, but so but if it doesn't, we'll always have the first one. That's okay. Okay, so I just ran out of yarn. Now, Premiere isn't always my favorite yarn, but I do like to generally tell you which side to pull from. Oh wait, this one doesn't, of course. So this is on the side. But yeah, I'll try to like have like a good variety of uh, uh, I'll try to have a good variety of movies. So I am at the part where they just died, and they're just like before they go into like the afterlife. So they're just kind of like coming to terms with the fact that they're dead. So I'm 13 minutes in, pretty much. Um, and yeah, so I'm watching it on Amazon Prime. Now, the uh, Beetlejuice TV show is also on Prime Video, but it's not included in like the regular Prime membership, so you have to pay additional for that. Oh my gosh! Oh, how could I forget? Catherine, Moira Rose. You know who I'm talking about. She's such an icon. I can't think of her name. This is gonna bother me. Writer, being so precious. Catherine. Is it Catherine O? Catherine O'Hara. So the pizzas just moved in. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy having like watched Schitt's Creek recently to see Catherine O'Hara like here and then just like as Moira Rose like right next to each other. Like she looks great in both. Like, and I just found out that she's 70. Like, icon, queen. Um, but I love just like them trying to freak out the teachers. They're just pulling out their faces. They're just doing the craziest stuff. I'm so used to doing the loop stitch now that I'm like going around the outside of my like half double crochet, and it's not necessary. She's got his head. Oh, this movie is such an iconic movie. There's so many like connections between uh, this character and Moira. I just can't get over it. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, so it's nice to watch it again. You know what? I literally just thought of a better name and movie for 99 Nights of Halloween. What do you think? Should I start over, or should cuz like I could call it 99 Red Balloons and do it. I've never seen it, but it would be appropriate. Um, I don't do a lot of like super scary movies, but I think I could take it just because I know pretty much the whole um, premise of it. I think I would do the Tim Curry it rather than the updated one. What do you think? Is it, we're 30 minutes in? Is it too late to update? Also, like I said, I have my Dunkaroos for whenever I'm ready to reset. What do you think? 99 red balloons? Because I don't think it's going to work with um, uh, any other movie. You don't think it's too late? Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know where it would be. Yes, we'll reconvene with Beetlejuice at some other time, obviously, because we got to watch Beetlejuice. Now I do have Shutter, but I have AMC for Dragula, but I'm not super sure if I have. Okay, let's see. Okay, so they have the new one. I don't want. I don't want the new one, but I might have to go with the new one just to do it. I'm a little nervous, okay, y'all. So don't. If I am like the world's biggest baby, y'all will just have to deal with it. So let's see. What are we on? Okay. Oh wait, it's nowhere for free. That's bullshit. Come on. Okay, so I can't watch it anyways. So it doesn't really matter. Oh wait, there it is, 1991. Okay, so I can uh, rent or buy from Prime Video, which I'm not gonna do. So, anyways, if we have more pun or like themes or like numbers, like let me know for like scary movies going forward. But oh my gosh, they have um oh, it just was a picture of it was a picture of Kathy Bates, and it looked like Misery, but I guess it's another movie where she's a bad person. It's called A Necessary Evil, but just from the top, it looked like Misery. Does anyone like that movie, Misery? It's one of my favorite movies. Doing a live on your channel, that's cool. And you're watching, that's a lot. I can barely do one of those things. So let's see. Let's go back to Beetlejuice. Because Beetlejuice never lets us down. Am I right? Honestly, I'm gonna be frank with y'all. If you were to, I don't know if you hear like a little squeaky noises like in my audio, but the frogs. I live in North Carolina. The frogs out here, fuck, so loud, and there's so many different types of frogs. It's so well done. Yes, exactly. They fuck so loud, and there's so many different types of frogs that literally it's just like all different sounds. Like some of them are like wailing. That doesn't sound fun. I'm sorry for you. And some of them are just like wah wah wah. Oh my gosh, like frog fucking. They need to chill the hell out. Um, Misery was so well done. I could barely stay in my chair watching it with my hand over my eyes. Yes, it was it's a very intense movie for sure. I remember the first time I saw it, when she breaks his legs, I just was like, like I couldn't have been prepared. I figured you need to run a fan. I don't know what that means. It's frogs. Yes, it's frogs. You've never seen a frog? Yeah, we've got frogs, toads, snakes, lots of creatures up in here. The South is riddled with all kinds of beasts, and boy, are they noisy when they do it. It's not very polite, if you ask me. And they all decide to fuck it this on the same night. It's so weird. I love the sandworm. It's such a cool design, and I've seen so many creative people do so many cool things with the sandworm design from Beetlejuice. It's really like with the double like head close. Wow, I there's this one. Um, so like there's a lot of frogs that are relatively small, and then we have, I think it's a toad. I can never actually quite tell the difference, but it's a toad, I think, and it's like at least the size of a softball. Like I'm not kidding you, and it sits just like on the edge of like my parents' pool, and it is fucking massive. Like this is a big coffee cup, and it's like the size about of this mug. It's so big. It's so giant, and I'm like, holy hell! I didn't know you all could get that big, and I don't appreciate you existing. But then again, people say the same thing to me, and here I am. So. yeah, like there's like a lot of like bullfrogs here, and then just like all kinds of like just basic frogs. There's not like any kind of like exotic looking frog, but I guess everything's exotic if you're from somewhere else, right? I got a new reusable vape because I was tired of buying like the uh these are like kind of pricey, but like actually the price of like two of the smaller ones, and they last like a lot longer, like years. You just refill the juice. Also, if you're looking for yarn, I did post a video yesterday where I have yarn for sale. I'm selling it really cheap. I'm just trying to get rid of it, make some room. Um, and I did list in the description what has sold and what has not yet sold. Well, I've listed just what has sold. Um, I already sold. This is amazing. I already sold all of the skeins of all the hanks of like the wool, which I figured that those would be going, and then I sold all of my fabric, which was really nice. Did not expect the fabric to go at all, so I'm really pleasantly surprised with that. I single-handedly decorated that house in case he needs any bath or anything. Oh my gosh, the first commercial of Beetlejuice is so funny. It's crazy to think that Michael Keaton, as this like outrageous character of Beetlejuice, is the same person who did like Batman, like the year before. Because like what Batman came out in like '89, right? And then this came out in '90. Is that right? And it's just like wild because they're so different. I love when they do their faces to like scare people. It's just such an iconic movie. Oh, Beetlejuice is Batman. Oh, so trippy, right? Yeah. Now, granted, I know that when I started watching Batman, I think because it was Keaton, then Kilmer, and then Clooney, right? Before the before like the Dark Knight series, right? So, um, I think when I was old enough to start watching Batman, I think that Kilmer was Batman. Um, and I was pretty young because I remember the Penguin scaring the shit out of me because it was like such a baby. And then like my mom's like, let's watch this wholesome comic book based movie, and then like the penguin's like grotesque, like eating the fish and whatnot. Um, but so like for me, like growing up, Kilmer was always my Batman. But I know to so many people, Keaton is their Batman. Um, so I know that uh, when he came back for what did he come back for? He was Batman in something. Wasn't he in like a Flash movie or something? I didn't watch it. Honestly, like it was I think I tried to watch it. It was pretty unbearable. I would love to do like a Miss Argentina costume or like Mr. Argentina. Like that would be super fucking cool. My thoughts are strange and unusual. I think I have a coffee mug that says that as well. I have something that says it. I think it's a coffee mug. Because you can never have too many like Halloween themed mugs, right? So, do you all have any Halloween traditions leading up to Halloween, or anything like that? Like movies you watch, things that you do, ways that you decorate, um, like parties, like anything like that you have traditions around. I always try to do something like yarn related. I like the past couple years since I've been on YouTube, I've tried to have something like related to yarn, but like I have trouble sticking to it or like not getting like super burnout and just like creatively just like fried. So by the time that Halloween comes around, I'm like, oh, too too exhausted. Um, this year I want to do a Gravity Falls. It's like it's so morbid, it's so chaotic, it's so like trippy, it's so just like what did you expect? You're dead. I just love all the animation and just like the buffoonery. Trying to find a good picture. It's always hard. I should have got some ice cream. Why am I craving ice cream so hard right now? Oh, because I saw a picture of myself with ice cream. Predictable fat bitch. Making spaghetti, listening to my broadcast. Sorry, I'm not more interesting right now. Are you gross under there? You're so brave. So goth. You're not gross, just your fashion. Read her. That's fine right now. You're not boring at all. I would disagree with that. So, but my tattoo is so itchy. I want to scratch it. I want to scratch it so bad. I want to scratch it off. There's so many like quotable, iconic like lines and parts of this. But what's interesting is so they did like a brief like backstory on Beetlejuice when like they talk like the smoking like lady at the place um does does like he was my assistant and then he started going rogue, and I feel like that would be like a cool opportunity to like show like what he did like before he went in as a as like the Beetlejuice we know from the first movie. Um, but also he could just start haunting other people. But I feel like it would be cool to see like kind of like the foundational startings of it. And I don't think it'll work quite um like the Hocus Pocus movies do, because like the way that they aged and they're supposed to be like more young, more beautiful, and like then it's like 30 years later and the actresses are older and whatnot. But like with Beetlejuice, because there's so much makeup and he's supposed to look pretty grotesque, I think it actually could work where he's somehow younger, but um, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna play this. Well, ti I guess they've already set it up where they have done. They're gonna do like um, Lydia coming back. So I guess that should be interesting. I just love the like intentional detail and everything. It's so good. Oh, I want to scratch my tattoo off. And it's like not even at its itchiest part. Michael Keaton's so freaking wild in this movie. Can you be scared? Oh my gosh, he does like the jerk off motion. Like so many things you don't notice, like it's just like to peek through and you're like, A bunch of losers, super professional here. Perfect. And just I should have been on here an hour. I guess that's what happens when you're looking for another movie. Made a baby dress, and now I'm working on a raglan crop top. Oh, that sounds fun. Hi, Faith. Welcome in. I am watching Beetlejuice. I am working on a cat haunted house extravaganza. That's my big Halloween project. We're doing 99 days of Halloween. Well, we're doing 100, and we're 99 days nights out from Halloween. There we go. So I'm working on that. I'm watching Beetlejuice, the original, and we were talking about how iconic Catherine O'Hara is, how you can get a lot of like Moira from Schitt's Creek isms uh, in this character, how amazing uh, I forgot what I was saying, because they're doing the Deo uh, scene at the dinner table, and it's just impossible to focus during this. I'm doing the loop stitch. I'm um, uh, Winona Ryder. She's in the corner just laughing at all of them. Still finding this crochet weighted blanket. Are you using the beads? I forget. You had told me you were working on it, but I forgot the exact details. I know that would be just killing my hands to some degree. Yeah, the beads. Yeah. I'm sorry, but just know that you can get through anything. And also, if you want to quit, you can quit too. You can also take breaks. It's nice and natural to take breaks. Granted, I'm not the best person to talk to about that because I have a lot of work still, so. How much I like this kid when I'm doing it. That's fair. That is absolutely fair. Leaving their handbook all over the place for anybody to find. Messy, messy, messy. We know how this ends. If you don't, well, you're about to find out. Let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose. Okay, so we're going to go back to the half double crochet. Okay, so I did one row of the half double crochet, and I don't really love the way it looks, but I also want it like, I just want to make a little bit more progress than the slip stitch. So, let's see. This is such a tall half double crochet. Okay, let's go back to the slip stitch. I tried it. Hate switching hooks every row. Yeah, that would kill me. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst, but it still is like you can't get into like a good groove, I bet. Leave me alone, all of you. Your yarn looks pretty. Thank you. It's a mixture of two yarns. It is a spring green. I think the first one was Red Heart Super Saver, and then this is like the exact same color in Premier Basics, it's spring green, and then this is uh, uh, striped green. This is Big Twist Value, and this is in the color Mistletoe Stripe that I got for around the holidays because I love stripe. I just love green variegated yarn. I mean, I love green yarn. Dante's Inferno. I love that. I love a good variegated yarn. Yeah, this is self striping. I do like variegated yarn, but a lot of times I get it and then I'm just like, how do I use it? I'm not giving away too much of my variegated yarn. I don't have a ton of variegated yarn. The variegated yarn I do have, I really like, but I do have some in the video I posted yesterday that I'm giving away. Most of it's speckled, but there is some that is kind of like a more true variegated or has like marled or something like that. So if you wanted to look at any of that, I'm trying to do a mega de-stash. I need to figure out what yarn I'm bringing with me. Oh my gosh, I would not know. I'm so bad. It could be like 30 minutes and I'll bring like 3 different projects with me. My wife is like, why? Why are you like this? Yeah. Also, you have to consider in August the temperatures on buses being what they may. You got to make sure that it's going to be something that's comfortable to work with. Because not did I say May or August? You you want to make sure that it's like um uh you want to make sure that it's comfortable so that you can ride the whole time. How long is the bus trip, if you don't mind me asking? A little under 24 hours. Wow, that is a long, long bus trip. So yeah, something that you can bring with you, you can fall asleep with, and then wake up and still do. Good. It's both of them. I'm on my comfort for trauma. So I need my emotional support yarn. Of course, of course. You need to carry pockets. Use my pockets to carry skeins of yarn. Yeah, I feel that. I figured if nothing else, I can swap out yarn when I have transfers. That's a good point. Yeah, if you have something under the bus. I have 2 transfers, so hopefully I'll have enough yarn. I'm sure you'll make it work, Faith. I'm sure you will. Plus, you gotta sleep part of that time. Charles, we're here to see some ghosts. Sleep was that, honestly fair. Honestly, I'm really tired of hearing the sound of frogs doing it. But they are so loud, so inconsiderate of us normal folks who just want to count down the nights of Halloween and watch Beetlejuice. Am I right, people? Everyday normal people problem. So I'm doing the loop stitch. So the loop stitch is a really fun stitch. If you want to learn how to do it, you can watch my video that I posted a couple days ago on how to do it. If there are a couple different methods to do it, thanks. I have a couple different ones. I have my Billy Butcherson cup from Hocus Pocus. Watched that yesterday to start 100 Nights of Halloween, and then I have my Beetlejuice mug. So I'm double stranding the yarn. I'm using a larger hook, and I am doing a slip stitch in between. Yeah, it's you can use it to make like rugs and mats and things like that. So you can use it to create like little loops, or you can go in and cut the loops, and it can look something like this. This is a half double crochet loop stitch with half double crochets in between. So the grasses look a little bit more spread out. There's a bunch of different techniques. So I teach you my technique, and then I also teach you, this is what the back looks like. just a normal half double crochet. So I show you my technique, and then I also give you the links to a couple other different half double crochet or loop stitch tutorials. And so once I cut this, it's going to have so much dimension because it's striped yarn, self-striping yarn, and also uh, a solid yarn tied in with it. So I made a little cemetery, catnip cemetery for my cat. These have catnip in them. My cat loves to play with them. It's showtime. But yeah, some people like rugs and stuff with the loops. Personally, I don't like any rug where my toes can get stuck in it. It gives me the ick. But some people like that, so you could do that, or you could cut it and still get that kind of like grassy feeling. You can also make it longer, so you can have like different like lengths of fringe. It's a really fun, very like textural stitch that you can do all kinds of stuff with. So this is gonna be a giant playmat with all kinds of cat features to intrigue and let my cat enjoy his little haunted house playground. I've got a lot of different ideas that I want to try a bunch of different stitches on um, to uh, just kind of like have fun, do as much as I can, and keep the project interesting. I'm also going for like a lot more organic shapes, so I'm adding some stitches, dropping some stitches. I want to watch the animated shows so bad, and I want to make the Lydia from the animated series her poncho so bad. Like, I think that that would be so cool. I have a blanket pattern that I found for free. I think it's a Yarn Inspirations pattern or something like that. But it's like a spiderweb blanket that I found. And I thought that I could use something like that to go ahead and make the poncho, because the poncho web is just a spider web. It's just like solid red with black um, for the like webbing. So I think it would be really cool to do that as a costume one year. Hey Lydia. There's so many like silly antics. I love this movie. It's so fun. Like, I don't know why everyone wasn't like Beetlejuice, 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 instead of being like Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. You know, like if you're trying to get it out, just say it in rapid succession, right? Don't don't give don't give them time. She goes from being this like uber goth, like very creepy, like girl, has this experience with Beetlejuice and the fam, and then she comes home and she's just like a little bit weird, a little bit quirky, but no longer a goth, creepy girl. And I'm like, it would take more than that to shake me out of who I am at my core. But to each their own. I'm like, why isn't she a goth at this school for girls? Gina Davis is so gorgeous. I am working on the mat for my cat haunted mansion. And this will be a part of the catnip graveyard that I made a couple years ago. I've been working on this for a little while. If you want to know what stitch I'm doing the loop stitch. I'm using two different yarns and I'm double stranding them. This is the loop stitch. If you want to learn how to do this, I can show you how I do it. And I can also, in that same video, I posted it a couple weeks ago. I also linked some other videos to people who had different techniques than mine. But I'm gonna do like a haunted house, maybe like a nice like haunted tree, maybe have some ghosts, maybe have some stuff flying around. We'll just have to kind of see how it works out. I just ended Beetlejuice. Um, and ooh, Five Nights at Freddy's is on here. That would be a fun movie to watch. Maybe we'll do like a series with like video game and like comic book adaptations. I'll have to kind of compile a list of that because like these are like kind of like more wholesome, like Hocus Pocus and Beetlejuice are in like, oh, Beetlejuice leaves Prime in 8 days. So if you have Prime, I would suggest getting on that if you do want to watch Beetlejuice. Um, it's probably going to go somewhere else because I imagine they're going to put it somewhere because I think Beetlejuice 2 comes out this year. And, or it comes out in the next 2 years. They've been advertising it. I think they have a trailer for it. It's probably this year. Probably going to release it around Halloween. But oh my gosh, the frogs are still going at it. Okay, so Beetlejuice was done in '88. Let me see when he did uh uh let's see. Uh, He's 72 years old. Wow. So let's see. So 2024 Beetlejuice is coming out. He's actually not that tall. He's 5'9". Um, so he did Batman in '89. So he actually did Beetlejuice first, and then did Batman. I thought it was the other way around. Um, which is just crazy because they're just so two, just like completely different characters, right? I know a lot of people will be like, Keaton's my Batman. Keaton will always be my Batman. Nobody compares to that Batman, which is fine. I'll allow it because, like, generationally, like, for so many people, that was like the first live action Batman since Adam West. So, like, there's this big chunk of group of people that, like, that's their Batman. Also, that was like bringing back the Joker, which with Jack Nicholson, so it was obviously an iconic movie. Um, uh, for me, I like I'm a comic book nerd, and like nothing about Keaton as Batman or as Bruce Wayne made any sense to me. So that's why I'm always like I'm kind of like anti Keaton as Batman. Like he he does have like the some he can do the seriousness of Bruce Wayne, but he doesn't have like the charm and charisma and like playboy of like Bruce Wayne and like at like social gatherings and stuff like that. So like there's this huge aspect of the Bruce Wayne persona that he's missing, and then like this dude is like not just like he's not a big like stacked dude. Like Batman is stacked, and granted, in his earlier years, like if you look at year one, year two, Batman's not ripped, right? Like that comes with time and beating up bad guys. But like they had established like this that was an established Batman, and it was like, okay, here's Michael Keaton. He's supposed to beat up like anyone. Like he's supposed to be able to like beat up people. But, mm, okay, so that's why I've got my gripes with Keaton. You can love Keaton all you want as Batman. You're allowed to have Keaton be your Batman. I know Keaton was a lot of people's Batman um, until Christian Bale came along. I have my own opinions about Christian Bale, but I have my opinions about everyone, honestly. In every live action adaptation of Batman, but yeah. So I just like it's wild because like Beetlejuice is such a like wild, zany party, like lewd, like just wild movie, and then he goes straight into being Batman, which is just the complete opposite role. So it's fun to see that kind of change so quickly in an actor's like repertoire, but still not like Batman. Wait, so he did two Batman movies, right? Yeah, he did. Okay, so he did. Okay, so in '89 he did Batman with the Joker, and then Batman Returns in '92 with Danny DeVito as the Penguin and Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. Oh my gosh! Now, as much as I gripe about the Batman, like there have been some killer Catwoman actresses. I like obviously Eartha Kitt is an icon, a legend. Michelle Pfeiffer turned and made it her own. She was so like the embodiment of just like that bitch. Like she just did the damn thing. Like she just served all day long. Like having like that was really, really fun. But also I didn't find like it's like Michael Keaton's supposed to be a romantic interest to anybody. But that's a personal thing. Let's see. When is Beetlejuice coming out? So the release date is September 6th for Beetlejuice. Tim Burton is directing it. She was the best. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer killed the game. Um, and I know that Halle Berry movie wasn't good, but I did think that Halle Berry. It's been a while since I saw it because the movie was that bad. But Halle Berry as a choice for Catwoman, I don't see anything wrong with it. Um, so yeah. Bye, Lydia. Talk to you later. Um, so yes. Wow, he's done a lot that I not some choices. Some choices for sure. He has an interesting movie repertoire that I would not have guessed by any means. So interesting. Interesting. But I expect that he will be just as much fun in the second movie, even just from the trailers, and you just get to see sneak peeks of him. They are just bringing out like this, like zany, like crazy, just off the wall. It's gonna be really hard to live up to like the joke level that they had in the first movie. But I'm imagining that they're gonna do just fine. So yeah. So I'm going to let you all go. We're just about at the 2 hour mark. I've made some more progress on my cat mat. Um, Not that much. I was just kind of like watching for a while. I just was watching, so I need to make some more progress on this. But I've been like packing and moving, and oh, so much therapy today. I met with my dietitian, and that was party because meeting with someone about food is always super fun. It kind of sucks, honestly. Time flies. I know, right? I know, right? I kind of want to watch like another movie. I could do it, but if I have to listen to these frogs, fuck anymore. I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna go on a frog uh, murder spree. Usually at this point, my dog will go out. If my dog can see any frogs, he will like kind of like chase them out of like the like fenced in area that we have. But he can't see the frogs right now because they're like in kind of like that right at like the fence line. So he just like lets the frogs just boink, boink it out, just boink it out. I'm expecting lots of tadpoles this year. Mm. I didn't know that they could be, and it's like honestly, you go outside and it's like deafening. Like we are inside and it's so loud. Like if you go outside when like all the species of frogs decide to do it at once, you're like it's so overwhelmingly loud that you're like, oh my gosh, what is happening. Is someone murdering a bunch of frogs? Maybe. What's that movie where, like, there was a movie where, like, someone, like, did, like, had to, like, extract, like, frog sperm? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I feel like it had Seth Green in it. Um, uh, Beer Fest. Beer Fest. That's what it was. I don't have a movie picked out. So the number of days till Halloween is going to be 98. So if we can think of any like puns for 98, we can do that. Or we can just watch any movie. Let me. Oh my gosh, I had my Lydia this whole time and I forgot. Just wait. Okay, I muted it. I didn't know if it would end because I didn't want to get copyright strike. But yeah, I have my little Lydia. Let me go see what other mugs I have because I know I have a lot of Halloween mugs, but I'm not sure if I have any like what movie references I have. So let me see what mugs I have. Okay, so I have a tarot card mug, not descript. Some like witchy mugs, graveyard mugs. Again, nothing descript. Okay, so I don't think I have any like movie specific mugs. I have a Dia de los Muertos mug, so it might be fun to watch Hocus Pocus. And I have a Nightmare Before Christmas mug. So I could do Coco or Nightmare Before Christmas, or I could do something that I don't have a mug for, which is totally possible. Let me see what else I have. I think I might have some. There's a movie called Power 98. What is that? I know. Isn't she cute? I love her. I'm obsessed. Sometimes I'm usually pretty good about going into spirit and not spending an arm and a leg because speaking of an arm and a leg, I also have this, which is like it's meant to like hold stuff. You can put like crochet hooks in it and whatnot. But it's a hand, so we could pull some Adams Family into that. That would be super fun. Um, so got that. Let's see what the Power 98 is. Whoa, looks steamy. Eric Roberts, Jason. I don't know how to say that last name. Gregarious radio personality, Carlin Pickett, Eric Roberts. and shocking humorous things, troubling by a series of murders, travel. Ooh, suspense. Appears the streak of luck may be over. Who is targeting Pickett's lovers? Ooh, let me see if I can find this. It says it's on YouTube. Okay, so it's not anywhere for free. It says in a nutshell, shale, nail biting, malicious, and thrilling. Is Jenny Garth from 90210? I never watched 90210. I feel like she is. Let me see. She was on Beverly Hills 90210. Yes. Okay, so tomorrow, if we want to go with the cups, or the like decorations I have out, we could do Coco, which if you haven't seen Coco, it's on Disney Plus. Very, very cute movie. It is about, I believe he's in Mexico City. And it's about a child whose family celebrates Dia de los Muertos, and he's like trying to connect with a dead loved one. Very cute, musical, just cute movie. Then I have Nightmare Before Christmas, which we've all seen about 1,000,001 times. Honestly, I could pretty much go the rest of my life without seeing that movie again. Like, it's cute and I like it, and I know all the songs, I know all the words, I know all the punchlines. But I've seen it so many times throughout my life that like I'm kind of at that point where I'm like, I really need to, and like everything that's like Halloween, like 50% of what's Halloween is Nightmare Before Christmas decorated, right? So, um, uh, I do have like a little zero, the little ghost dog. I have a little zero wall hanging. You could also put outside, so that would be, I could put that up. That'd be cute. And drink out of my little frog's breath and like my potion mug. And then I have the hand. I could do Adam's Family. So yeah, I will think about it. But yeah, I can't find the movie 98 for free, and I'm trying to go the free route because I'm already spending money on all these streaming services. So it'd be cool to not do that. But any suggestions, like throughout, like if uh, any suggestions that you might have, um, that you want to suggest, regardless of the day number or anything like that, you can put on. Which is free too. That would be cool. But things like come and go. But yeah, sometimes like if once they're like of a certain age, like they're just not coming back on for free, and you kind of have to like buy them. I mean, $3.99 isn't bad, but with, you know, if I don't have to buy a movie yet, I might wait till like later in the series. Like I would have rather have bought like it to do like 99 red balloons, because like that's like how my brain works. But like, because it's a movie that like I know, well, I don't know, but like, but if I do like $3.99 for every movie throughout 100 days, that's gonna be a little expensive. So, and I'm moving out, so I need to. What about doing a Halloween movie from 1998. That's a good movie. That's a good idea. Let's see. 1998 Halloween and horror movies. Wonder how easy it is. Okay, so Halloween H2O came out in 98. So that was the 20-year like anniversary of Halloween, which I've never seen Halloween. So that would be good. Halloween Town came out, and who was it that suggested Halloween Town? Was it you? Was it Mary? Someone suggested Halloween Town yesterday. Let's do Halloween Town tomorrow. We'll do like family friendly movies the beginning of this week, and then we'll switch into a different kind of movie uh, next time. So let's see. I mean, it's hard because like it's more challenging, especially because like if it's a series, then you have to like you're going backwards in time as you're going through the days. But Halloween Town did come out in 1998, and that is a great movie to do at the very beginning. So we'll do a Halloween Town uh, thing. I'll schedule it tomorrow for 9. I'm trying to do them around 9 anyways. Uh, it's that should be fine. I know Friday I'm picking up the keys to my new place. I'm not sure how much moving I'm gonna do, so Friday night total TBD on like whether or not. I mean, I think I can always like sit around and watch movies, but it's like I'd rather do like more moving at night than like during the day because it's so hot. You know what I mean? So it's like actually more convenient to do it during the night. So, like Friday and this weekend might be like Friday might be a TBD, but I'll try to be pretty regular about 9 p.m. So I'll set a I'll set a reminder, and you can go on my channel after this, and we can have our little Halloween Town date. I feel like I should make like a little treat or something, but I just like if I have something to make like something Halloween Town esque, I will just to use stuff up. But if I don't, I'm not gonna buy any more food to have to move it eventually. So yeah, I'll think about it. Okay, so I'll talk to you later. Bye.